Barker Colony review, guys. Get right to it. Action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680.
I'm Angela Cadiange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Thank you so much for making this a part of your day. You know what to do, guys. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And let's get right to it. Angela, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about Colony. So Professor Se-jeong attends a biotech conference only to witness it spiral into catastrophe when a rapidly mutating virus is unleashed. As the outbreak spreads and the infected begin to transform, authorities seal off the entire facility. So Ryan, kick us off. What were your thoughts going into this? I know you had mentioned it was the same director who gave us Train to Busan, which you recently saw. What were your thoughts going into this, knowing that this was another zombie outbreak genre, if you will, from the same director?
Well, shame on me for not seeing Train to Busan, Angela. I mean, I saw Angela showed me that one in a million movies that I've rarely have not seen. It's really very rare for me to miss a film. And I don't know what it was. I again, there was just timing. Maybe it was just a neck of the woods where I just missed it. And also, like, I'm like half a fan of zombie movies. I don't know. I'm like on and off. I really am. I wasn't really focused in a lot on like I was like The Walking Dead. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of that genre. It was cool. Like, I saw some clips, but I wasn't like a diehard fan like so many other people were. And so I do want to reiterate that. But also at the same time, I do want to say this, this movie is spot on. It really is spot on. It's great. This movie adds on something very different than we've seen in the previous movies that we've seen in all the past films. And man, you really do kind of invest your whole persona. You kind of invest in the story. You're curious by the curious minds, like we all are. And we kind of invest into what the wild zombie, if you will, concept, and it kind of lives up to the potential. And in my perspective, it does. And the biggest hook in the zombie instead is the chase, right? The chase of them where they're just attacking. Honestly, I would kill to be an extra on there.
Yeah,
that's just me.
cool, yeah.
But anyways, what did you think of Colony? Because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I thought it was really had that same genre, that same niche from Train to Busan. It's not as great as Train to Busan. I think Train to Busan is just a fantastic, beautiful film, and we saw it in 4K remaster. I thought that was fantastic, beautifully done. But it's the same director, same writer, and everything. So it's actually very interesting to see him make something a little bit different. But what do you think?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that it's not just the same as Train to Busan. It is a different story, different virus, if you will.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool to see how this virus, quote unquote, progresses and evolves. I thought that was a really interesting point. In this film, in the writing, I think that was really clever. Definitely, I haven't seen a zombie movie like that in a minute. It's been a minute since I've seen something kind of like that. I mean, we've all seen the same kind of zombie tropes, if you will. Definitely, there's certain different zombie tropes of like slow, kind of stupid,
I gotcha.
mindless, and then you have the ones that are kind of like I Am Legend, where they're kind of scary. World War Z, where they're kind of scary. Train to Busan, where they're kind of scary. So I really liked that it gave us a little bit something different. That we hadn't seen in a minute. So I appreciate that. I think the acting was phenomenal. I think all the actors, the cast did so great. I thought it was a really cool story, really cool effects. The same thing as Train to Busan. Like, you can really tell without a whole bunch of makeup, the zombies, the way they move, it just adds to the creep factor, and I really appreciated that. It was well done. I do agree. It may not be I may not have enjoyed it as much as Train to Busan, but it's like right there. It's like right there.
Yeah, no, so it really is.
You're a fan, I think, of the director or any of his works, or even just in zombies in general. I think you definitely should check it out. It is definitely worth a watch. I think you'll be loving this film. It really is a really cool story. at the end
Yeah,
of the day.
yeah, no, definitely, and that's the thing too. You know, the zombie concept works in this whole genre and everything. The hive, if you will, the hive of this.
Yeah.
You know, knowing that knowing that it's this is a little bit different, knowing that it's intentionally infected. I find that very very interesting. Knowing that this biogenetic
And it evolves
yeah
too
and evolve
throughout
yeah
the movie.
biogenetic weapon, if you will, and if it were to be as aggressive as it was, we saw that was really brutal. The action is brutal too. The movie has some excellent practical effects. I thought were really kind of gooey and kind of it's a very gooey, it reminded me of Goosebumps a little bit whenever they're kind of I was like, oh damn, okay. And then the gore, the creature acts, I guess, or I don't even know how you say
Yeah,
it.
like how they like move.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
The creature movements, they were different.
Yeah.
They really, really were, and I appreciate that a lot because even more so, I think it was when we saw the director's take in here in Train to Busan, we saw something very different because he was like, I wanted to do something very different, not like The Walking Dead, and I appreciate that because it adds another niche and another great original piece here, and I thought that was really beautifully done. But
yeah, because we had a Q&A for Train to Busan for the 10th anniversary that just released or got re-released. Yeah, and he had said like when they did a lot of practical effects for you know, the zombies, you see a lot of like the makeup, and he said that really didn't really work well for the film, so they had to think of another way to express that these people are the zombies, and they had hired I think it said break dancers to do choreography to kind of come up with the movements. I thought that was so cool to hear that tidbit, and I think he incorporated that in this film as well pretty heavily, so I think that was really cool to see that continue. Although they're not the same zombies, not the same virus, it was cool to see, like I said, see them evolve. It's not the same type of zombies.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting how you see this virus or this parasite, if you will, take shape and how it affects the host. It's really cool. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, you know, but
excellent writing.
It's I don't see, that's the thing. I don't know if it's wait, you talking about Train to Busan or this one?
The concept behind the virus thing.
Oh, okay. I mean, I thought it was okay. I feel like that they really expand a little bit too much on it. So I was just like, okay, well, for me, you know, the interesting thing that was very, you know, of course, extremely well was, you know, creating that biogenetic weapon. But at the end of the day, you know, I didn't feel as emotional as we felt with Train to Busan. So
I mean, I agree
for me, it felt short on the emotion. The stakes were always high, right? But at the same time, though, I feel like it became a little bit, again, just like every zombie movie, it becomes a little bit repetitive, and you're kind of just like, wait, he's up there and then he's down here. For me, I really still enjoyed it. I thought it was great. But still, you know, if you're going in with that expectation, because it is the same director, to feel and to really have that same great level of filmmaking and great level of writing as Train to Busan, it's definitely going to be difficult to reach that realm again. And it really is. It really is.
It was such a gem of a movie.
Yeah.
But again, we try not to compare the two, because again, if you try and compare movies, one might not live up to the other. So I appreciate this new take. The fresher ideas.
But my thing is that, you know, the zombies, right? They're supposed to evolve. Like you already said, they evolve. But for me, I feel like the movie didn't evolve. Like it just was just like, I don't know.
Disagree.
That's me.
I disagree.
But anyways, let's go to ratings, Angela. What rating? 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest. What do you give this rating?
I give it a 7.75 because I really liked it. I thought the concept behind the virus was really interesting. And I hadn't seen that in a zombie movie. Granted, I don't watch a lot of zombie movies because that's not it's not my favorite genre. But I liked it. I thought it was really interesting. I think a lot of fans are gonna really like it, enjoy that aspect of it. Again, I can't complain. The cast was wonderful. I think they all did an exceptional job. I did get emotional in certain scenes, maybe not to the same effect as Train to Busan, but I really there were scenes where I was like, oh no.
I mean, I enjoyed the violence. I enjoyed the gore, the suspense, the zombies learning from the humans, if you would. That's great. Everything was different. Because again, we go back to where like he wanted to show us something different. And I appreciate that a lot. I really, really do. And I feel like that it was excellent on those points. But yeah, I still had a great time. But what was your rating?
7.75.
Damn, that's kind of. I thought you were gonna rate a little bit higher, but okay. Damn.
Well, I'm not into the zombie movies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give this a solid 6.8 out of 10, guys. 6.8. No, hey, that's still good. That's still above average. What talking about? What talk about? Well, let's, and that's another thing too is that this. But again, if you are a huge zombie fan, I feel like you're gonna love it. I really enjoyed it. I really did. That's great. I'll go up to a 7. Okay, it's a 7. It's a 7. I changed it 7. The setting is very interesting, right? Because it sets in this one building, and you kind of have to figure out who the players are, who the characters are. And I feel like that the cast does a solid job here, but the characters aren't always as developed as they could have been, like they were in Train to Busan. And it's crazy to me because Train to Busan is set in a train, right? And then it kind of goes through its motions, and it's incredible because of the fact that it makes you care about these people. And so, like, going back to this movie, I feel like that it didn't really work out that in that way. It was trying to, but I feel like they didn't give us enough screen time of the characters per se, like enough.
I think the first person that died, I was like, no, he died, and I was like really rooting for him. But it is what it is. Some of the characters have to. Sometimes they don't make it, and
sometimes they get eaten.
I feel so bad. But again, I think if you are a fan of this director, of his work, if you're a fan of zombie genre, if you're a fan of horror, you definitely would probably want to check this out because it is. Again, definitely a different take on the zombie. Yeah, on the zombie aspect.
Also, it's Korean zombie, so it's Korean zombie films, and I feel like I feel like that the weakness in this movie is that it kind of throws you ideas, right? And but it doesn't always give the time that it needs to the ideas to kind of let us breathe with them, I guess, so to speak. I don't know.
I disagree, but it's okay.
Okay, but yeah, that's all I'm saying there, guys. All right, well, there you have it. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. You can know Ryan680.
I'm Angela.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it, guys. This is our review of Colony, and let us know in comments down below, guys. Are you planning to see Colony? I still recommend it. It's still a good movie, man. I had a great time watching. There's definitely a lot of great scenes in here. A lot of great fun scenes and a lot of great scenes where they get connected. I thought that was really brilliant. But let us know in the comments down below. What do y'all think of Colony? Let us know. But thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you at the movies. Catch you later.